lost in the Perron family house. It was a stormy evening when Eric and his sister, Claire, found themselves lost on a winding country road in Harrisville, Rhode Island. Their GPS had stopped working hours ago, and the rain was relentless. As their car rolled to a stop due to an empty gas tank, the silhouette of a grand but dilapidated house emerged through the fog. "That must be the Perron house," Claire whispered, recalling the local legends of hauntings that had once gripped the area. "We don't have much choice," Eric replied. "Let's see if anyone's there, or at least wait out the storm." The house loomed larger as they approached. Its windows, cracked and smeared with years of grime, seemed to follow their every move. The front door was slightly ajar, creaking ominously as Eric pushed it open. The air inside was damp and cold. Cobwebs hung like curtains, and the faint smell of decaying wood filled their nostrils. Furniture lay scattered and broken, and the walls were covered in peeling wallpaper, stained with something dark and sinister. "This place feels wrong," Claire said, clutching Eric's arm. "Let's just stay in the front room until the rain lets up," Eric suggested. As they settled into an old couch, a faint whisper echoed through the house. "Did you hear that?" Claire asked, her voice trembling. Eric nodded. The whisper grew louder, turning into a series of hushed voices. Suddenly, the door to the adjoining room slammed shut and footsteps echoed above them. "Who's there?" Eric called out, his voice cracking. Silence. Suddenly, the chandelier above them swayed violently. Claire screamed as the heavy fixture crashed to the floor, narrowly missing them. "We need to get out of here," she urged, pulling Eric toward the door. But the door they had entered through was now sealed shut. No matter how hard Eric pulled, it wouldn't budge. "Let's try the back," he said, his voice shaking. They ventured deeper into the house, the whispers now joined by the sound of a woman sobbing. As they turned a corner, they saw her, a figure in a tattered nightgown, her back to them. "Ma'am, we're just trying to leave," Eric said cautiously. The figure froze, then slowly turned to reveal a pale, sunken face with hollow eyes and a grotesque grin. Claire screamed as the woman lunged toward them, her movements unnaturally fast. They ran, dodging furniture that seemed to move on its own. They found themselves in the basement, where the air was heavy and suffocating. Strange symbols were etched into the walls, and a faint chanting filled the space. "We have to go back upstairs," Eric said, though his voice betrayed his fear. As they climbed the stairs, the sobbing woman appeared again at the top, blocking their path. Behind her, shadows with glowing eyes began to emerge from the walls. Summoning all their courage, Eric and Claire darted past her, bursting through the front door that now opened as if by magic. They ran through the rain, not stopping until they reached the main road. When they looked back, the house stood silent and dark, but they could feel its malevolent energy watching them, waiting for the next unfortunate visitors. They never spoke of that night again, but neither could shake the feeling that they had brought something back with them, something that lingered in the shadows, watching, waiting.